What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. It's your boy, Known G. I'm in here with Boss Man Jay tonight, and tonight we about to get into LeBron and the shots he threw at Memphis. Just not Bron. There was other multiple players that, said things about Memphis and playing there. But since LeBron had came out and said it on a golf course, gave his opinions and all that, a lot of people are in an uproar about it. And then we also have some other news we're going to get into. But first, like you said, we're going to get into this LeBron stuff, man. What's up, Boss Man Jay?
What's good? Hey, LeBron. I'm not from Tennessee. We're from Mississippi, but we're right there in the Memphis area. You got to lay off Memphis, man. Because I saw a lot of people, and we're going to get into it, too, because I saw a lot of Memphis reactions to LeBron, and a lot of people were saying how they were fans of LeBron. And now that he said these comments, he kind of alienated a lot of different people. And he brought up the fact that it was Milwaukee also, but, you're alienating people in Milwaukee as well as, where you're from, Cleveland. So,
yeah,
just a bad look for LeBron if you're trying to be the face and go out as a, all-time great and, beloved player, man. You gotta chill on some of that shit sometimes.
Yeah, because like I said, it started with him saying what he said on the golf course, and he was giving his opinions on where he didn't want to play. Said he wouldn't play in Memphis for, he's 41 years old. Would it look like him playing in Memphis? And basically, and like I was saying before, the whole league has this whole thing with the hotel that's in Memphis. It's right across the street from the Grizzlies arena. And people say that, the rooms are dirty, it's not clean, and this, that. It was more so, I feel like, the hotel. But Memphis has its its stigma because of the crime and what goes on there and people not feeling safe or whatnot. But I know production had a video queued up about some of the fans that were upset about Bron and what he had said, some of the Memphis fans, and it was kind of like...
Give me your just thoughts about what LeBron said. How did it make you feel?
I'm really shocked.
In my opinion, LeBron should keep his opinion to himself.
LeBron may be the king of LA, but he's not the king of Memphis.
I hate LeBron James after that. Okay, bro. So, this unk cannot be talking, bro.
I used to love LeBron James until yesterday.
I don't see what he finds a problem with Memphis. He don't come from no better than Memphis, and he needs to keep his mouth shut and stay at home.
LeBron James, how you gonna talk about what city you want to go to or don't want to go to when you're from Cleveland? Memphis is way better than Cleveland at any point at any time.
He can go home to his $1 billion mansion or whatever he wants, but no, it's not Memphis. And Cleveland, Akron, yeah, it's not Memphis.
Maybe he was good in his prime, but can we get this unk into retirement now? We need to get him out.
I am not from Memphis. However, this city's been lovely to me. I've loved it a lot. I was here on a Thursday. It was great. So I don't know what he's talking about.
LeBron, you straight hater, man. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You in LA, you done traded teams 3 times. You need to calm down and retire.
It's not about where you want to play it. Everybody got their own support for their city. Thank you.
That's why MJ's the GOAT.
What she say? Cleveland.
So there you have it. Memphis reacts. Memphis reacting to LeBron and his comments about Memphis. And, of course, there's good and bad things about all cities, man. Let's just be real. But I think it was a bit of a blow to LeBron. I mean, a bit of a blow to Memphis because LeBron, being one of the biggest sports stars and one of the biggest black sports stars, talking about a predominantly black city, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like I saw that in the comments.
Yeah, well. And I mean, he knows it. That's why when that conversation on the golf course went viral and he was asked about it, I believe it was after yesterday's game or whatnot, and he said, "Well, because I don't like black people." Like, why are you sounding that like you ain't a black man yourself? Like, I don't understand like the like feeling like he had to be angry about what people have said, like you said, boss man, like it's a predominantly black town. Of course people gonna be upset because you're a black man, you're a representation of us, and you come from a city that is essentially just like Memphis, Akron, Ohio. Like it's you from the hood, you from the same circumstances, you come from that same environment. But yes, we know that you've been rich 25 years now, and you don't connect yourself with those environments except through maybe playing rap music. But still, it's like, read the room a little bit, man. Like, you are going out on, you want to go out into the sunset, with your head, held high. And I'm not saying you got to be a perfect star and all that, but once again, he probably did lose a lot of fans, a lot of people that loved him. I bet LeBron got a lot of people that came to the arena, went to those Memphis games when LeBron come in town just to watch LeBron, like every other city. People go and are LeBron fans that can't wait for LeBron to come to their city so they can come and watch him play. And then he say something like that. It's just like, damn.
And but like you said earlier, when they asked him about it after, I think it was practice the other day, and he said, I'm 41 years old and there's two cities I don't like playing in right now, and that's Milwaukee and that's Memphis. And he was saying that, there's nothing else about it. But with those two cities specifically, you know what I'm saying, it kind of gives off like elitist, It's like, dang, bro, every city's not going to be LA. Every city's not going to be New York. And yes, these cities do have problems, but it stings a little bit more when you got the biggest black sports athlete in America kind of dissing your town. So now you give all of those people somebody to hate. Now we can all galvanize against, the fact that, oh, you're Hollywood and we're going to stand up for our town.
Yeah. And it's like, come on, Brian, you come from that. Yes, you're a good 25 years removed from that, from living in those environments and all of that. But you still can go back in your memory bank and you know what it is to come from them areas. And I'm not saying, and LeBron, the thing is, LeBron's never prided himself on being, being street or anything like that. LeBron's always pretty much been, I'm a basketball player and a businessman. I'm pretty sure that's, how LeBron's always really his image. He's always felt like his image should be. So him distance himself from anything that of those sorts, of anything that he thinks isn't like, where he thinks is a good thing, I should say. I don't think he has a problem doing that, which he, and that's why he said the things he said. But it's kind of like, come on, man, like, read the room, Brian. You ain't that, like, that was gonna go viral when you said that, And yes, other players in the NBA feel that way, and a lot of people in the NBA feel that way about Memphis. But guess what? They not LeBron. A lot of these guys are either retired players saying that, and if they are active players, they're not gonna catch the flack that you know what I mean? So yeah.
How people have taken those comments.
What do you mean taking?
People have been upset about the fact that Memphis was looked at as a team that, a lot of black people in Memphis, right, compared to like Nashville, for example. So
did I say I don't like black people?
No, I didn't say that. But there were people who were wondering why Memphis was targeted. Like
Milwaukee was too. Did they miss that one too? They didn't see that?
Not as much commentary.
Oh, yeah, okay. I said Milwaukee as well. Yeah. 41 years old. There's two cities I do not like playing in right now. And that's Milwaukee and that's Memphis. What is the problem? I don't like going home either. Shit, and I'm from there. What is people? People are ridiculous. I also get mad at my son being on the team too. So what are we talking about? People need to figure out other ways to put their energy to other things that's important. Like seriously, I'm not talking about the city, like the people in Memphis. Like, I don't like staying at the Hyatt Center. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Nothing. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? People need to chill the hell out.
Yeah.
People need to chill the hell out.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me when Bron said, I forget what finals he lost, and he said he took the shot at the people. He said, well, you're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna wake up who you are, and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna be who I am. It kind of come off like when he said that. If you remember, I forget what.
Yeah, you got to go back to your miserable life, or you got to go back to your life.
Yeah, it kind of come off like that a little bit. I don't know. Is that the loss against? I think it was either against the Spurs or the Mavericks.
The Mavs, I think.
Yeah, it was the Mavs series. Yeah, that Mavs series. I know he played the Spurs twice in the finals, but yeah, it was that Mavs finals, I believe, that he said that. And that's kind of how it comes off. Like, I get it. You always got to defend yourself. You always got the media in your face asking you questions for 20 plus years. But once again, I felt like you just got overly offended when you're bringing up Bronny. Oh, everybody got mad that my son's on the team. Like, people had there's a legitimate gripe with Bronny being on the team, though, Bron. Come on, man. Like, that wasn't I can kind of get this but people got a reasoning why they didn't want Bronny on the team as Laker fans and people who enjoy watching the Lakers. They had a decent gripe when there's other players out there and stuff like that. So you can't get mad at that. But yeah, it just felt like he felt offended and he had to. But it's okay. He didn't say nothing crazy, but he did feel like it did come off a little, like you said, elitist. I don't like staying at this hotel. Ew, ew, that hotel. Ew, like, man, and I get it. Once again, I get it in the sense of, hey, man, he has been rich a very long time.
$1 billion nigga, so I get it.
Like, this man is not, he looked like us, but the man mentality, come on, y'all. The man, like I said, worth a billy. He's driving. He's gonna drive the best of the best. If he doesn't drive,
But I think the problem was you saying that the team should just go to Nashville. Like, Nashville is like, I don't know, because they got a hockey team and because they got this team, like they should just get the Grizzlies. Nah, the Grizzlies, community has stepped up, and like you said, you heard them all step up and say, we're about you. You a hater. You hating on us.
Yeah, and that's how they're gonna feel. Like, imagine if you live in Memphis, you've been there your whole life, your family and everything, and
only sports team you got, big sports team you got,
and you do like LeBron. Like, say you grew up, you grew up LeBron. You enjoy his game, and when he comes in town, you like when you like when he's coming there to play. But then you're like, damn, he just said that about us. That so yeah, man, not a good look, LeBron.
Fuck LeBron, man.
Yeah, that's how you gonna feel. So, not a good look in my opinion, Bron. I think you should just kind of chill out from those kind of comments, especially coming towards the end.
He lumped Milwaukee in there and Cleveland.
Yeah.
But then to say, did I say I didn't like black people? And it's like, damn, he didn't say you said that, bro. But that was a Freudian slip. You didn't have any business even saying that much. So, again, Bron bullshit, man.
Yeah.
But let's move on to, did you see the altercation between Gino Auriemma and Don Staley after the NCAA game?
Yeah, man.
I think production got some video coming up for us, but go ahead,
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. He's always been a coach where he just get fired up and mad because he always wants to win everything. He's been winning the championships for 30 years. Him and Pat Summitt used to go back and forth when, I was growing up, and that was kind of the highlight of women's college basketball or women's basketball period until the the WNBA, I think, was the first year he won his NCAA. His first NCAA championship is the first year of the WNBA in '95. So, I mean, Gino Auriemma is basically women's basketball royalty in the sense of he's one of the pioneers to build up the sport, and he's had pretty much all the legendary female players.
Yeah, but watch the audacity. The audacity. Still, I don't give a damn about all that. Yeah. If you mad because you losing, this your second year losing to South Carolina. And your emotions boiled over. Don Staley said, I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
Don Staley, Gino Auriemma, South Carolina, UConn's women's basketball. Hey, meet me at the top. We're going to see each other. In order for you to get where you going, you're going to have to go through me every time. So get used to it. And that's kind of what this boils down to. Two lines at the top of the sport. And Gino ain't used to losing. And he lost 2 straight years. And you know, it's a problem. So his emotions boiled over. But again, I heard they asked Don what happened in the first place, and it was just
I have no idea. But I'm gonna let you know this. I'm of integrity. So if I did something wrong to Gino, I had no idea what I did. I guess he thought I didn't shake his hand at the beginning of the game. I didn't know. I went down there pregame, shook everybody on his staff's hand. I don't know what he came with after the game, but hey, sometimes things get heated. We move on.
Hey, sometimes you gotta, in order to make an omelet, you gotta crack a couple of eggs sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
but go ahead.
Yeah, dude just wanted to once again, he's used to winning. He's been winning for 30 years, and he's just, you know, hey man, it's time for you to head out. I mean, there's new sheriff.
Or step your game up, because you had the best players in women's basketball history. So, you know, for a long time. But also, they asked Don Staley about it after the game, and it was
Got to follow up on this. There are reports that Gino did reach out to you since we talked to you last. Can you share how, when, and anything of that nature that you can share about the conversation?
Yeah, that's a Gino question, right? It really is a Gino question. I haven't heard from Gino, so I have not. I haven't. I mean, I got 800 text messages, so I don't know if he texted or not, but that's not, like, I don't want to, like, it's UCLA's day, right? And let's keep it UCLA, them winning the national championship. You know, again, I will address all of that at another time. It's just not this weekend.
Yeah, man. Once again, and there's just certain things, you know, that if she would have did that, I mean, it would have been. Let's just say she couldn't have did that. I'm just gonna say
that. Hey, women's basketball, like I said, meet me at the top. this is what happens. It gets heated sometimes in competition. Don Staley, a prolific point guard in her own right, one of the best ever in female history on coaching and player, as a coach and a player. Gino Auriemma, also one of the best ever as a coach. It just comes with territory, I think. It's just one of those things. But Gino did apologize afterwards, and he said there's no excuse for how I handled the end of the game versus South Carolina. It is unlike what I do and what our standard is here at Connecticut. I want to apologize to the staff and the team at South Carolina. It was uncalled for in how I reacted. The story should be how well South Carolina played, and I don't want my actions to detract from that. I've had a great relationship with their staff, and I sincerely want to apologize to them. Not Don Staley specifically, but to their staff.
Well, I will say that you probably didn't do that on your own terms. Gino Auriemma ain't the type of guy.
Somebody made Gino do that? Somebody made Gino say that?
Yeah, UConn athletic department stepped in and told him that he needed to, he needed to have a public apology response or something, and his people typed something up or something, and they put it out there. That dude ain't apologizing for real. Like, he always think he got that personality where he always right. So dude ain't do that on his own at all. Like, I'm sorry, his ego was just way too big out there for me to think that he did it on his own. And age don't have nothing to do with it. I think he's 72. Like, still, yeah.
Well, Don Staley said, I beat Gino ass.
Yeah, she was ready. She was ready to ready to lay his ass out and put him on the ground, man. And I believe she would have if she would have uppercutted his old ass and laid him on the ground, let him feel it.
Oh man. But next story we got coming up was the backlash or the controversial ad with Nike. Did you see? And I don't even put the whole ad up per se, but I just saw the image of this you see on your screen right there.
Yeah.
So social media was ablaze, of course. There was a couple of different things said, a couple of different interesting takes on this that I wanted to get to, and I just wanted to see what you had to say about that. No.
Yeah, and obviously the backlash from it, literally the backlash, and I see the issue. Black people were slaves in this country, and they were whipped when they wanted them to do things or whatever, or keep them obedient. They will whoop them. And
there is this iconic picture of the man with all the scars on his back.
The welts, and we know what the body does when you get whipped like that. Your body welts. So are you telling me that Nike is a slave running business, and if you want to get down, you got to do what we say, and then when we put you and get you right, you get these Nike welts on your back? Because that's how I'm gonna take it, because hey, we got a perfect example of that. Kyrie Irving. During COVID, Kyrie Irving didn't want to take the shot in Brooklyn. And then obviously he got into some things with all of that. But I'm pretty sure he got dropped from Nike around that time. With all that going on. And he ended up trying to come out with his own shoe and all of that, this, that, and the third, and a lot of people forget about it. So, you could literally put Kyrie Irving right there. Like, I'm pretty sure they maybe, I don't have any information on this, but I'm pretty sure they probably were trying to tell him to get right and do what you're supposed to do so you can keep your contract. If not, we're going to drop you. So, even these guys that are all the way up here at the top of the world and they have all this money and all this, they are a slave to these brands. I know different people have different takes on what this means and all of that, but I'm gonna look at it straight for what it is. I mean, these athletes that are predominantly black in these sports leagues who get these shoe contracts and make these shoes popular are black men. So I mean, what are you trying to tell me with this picture? And it's not like
is that cringe-worthy? That should be cringe-worthy.
Yeah.
When you see
Yeah,
that.
like what are you telling me? And see, this is the thing. Nike knows this as well. Us as a community, 13% in the United States, we're not as strong as a people when it comes to moving the needle when it comes to things politically. Now we can put our money back in our pocket. That's where we hit them as a people. But we still like to buy Nike.
And we influence culture. Yeah.
We still gonna go out here and buy it because people love the shoes, people love the sneakers. They done made such a invention in our communities with fashion and all of this, and really we're the ones that put the fashion out there. But I think it's so entrenched into our communities. It's not like we're just gonna drop Nike tomorrow, which they know that. We're not just gonna drop Jordans and all this stuff and Air Max, all these different sneakers. They're not
entrenched in the culture.
Yeah, it's entrenched in the culture. That's why another reason why you see these welts on the back. They know it's entrenched into the black man in America. They know it's entrenched in, I could go in my room right now and, go in my garage. I got all these damn shoes. And about the majority of them damn shoes is what?
It's Nike.
So,
So let's hear an interesting take that I saw online about this.
It shouldn't even get to this because y'all shouldn't even play out in our face like this. You know damn well that this was going to be the first thing that we thought about when we saw this. This was a real man. This ain't makeup. This was an enslaved black man.
From Brooklyn, where we talk all that shit.
I know we've been seeing this circulate, but let me cook. I work for a marketing agency. I already know how all this works. When I tell you 100 people saw this before we ever got the chance to see it, I can guarantee it. With a multi-billion-dollar company like Nike that outsourced, this was outsourced, right? This is why this is not posted on Nike's page. This is why this is posted on Studio Sophie Hospice's page, because they're the brand agency that was paid to come up with the brand concept or the creative design for the ad campaign. Does that make sense? Either way it goes, Nike had to see this before they posted this shit. And I think what ended up happening was Nike was like, we don't know if we're going to be able to get away with this. Y'all post it first. Y'all do it. Y'all post it. We'll be watching. Let us know. Keep us posted. Keep us updated. This is bullshit. And see, some of y'all are the people that Harriet Tubman would have never been able to save. Some of y'all are going to be cool with this. Some of y'all are still going to wear Nikes. This is them testing y'all. I'm not going to be wearing Nikes because I don't agree with this. And I know for a fact that Nike saw this before Studio Sophie Hospice. Studio Sophie Hospice is based in Sweden, yes, but they make $3 million in revenue for a reason. Nike had to cut a check for them to play around with this concept. They're not doing that shit for free. They don't have to. They got enough clientele now to where they busy. They got work to do. I need a statement from Nike about this. I don't know about y'all, but I need to hear from Nike as to why they thought this was even okay. If they throw Studio Sophie Hospice under the bus, I don't even care. Point is, y'all need to say something. I know y'all know we mad about this. I've seen 2 videos about it already on my timeline. This is bullshit. But see, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about anti-racism. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about anti-racism. You sat in rooms. I guarantee the person who made the decision to say, yeah, we love this ad campaign wasn't black. But the people who are non-black are sitting in rooms thinking that this shit is okay. Instead of speaking up and saying, hey, too far, not gonna do it, not gonna be able to do it. That's my issue. Y'all don't do that enough. And then we have stuff like this, where we have to advocate for ourselves and do a whole boycott.
Interesting. But also, I want to bring up another take on this?
Nike is facing major backlash for an ad campaign that got released almost a day ago. But here's the problem. Nike had nothing to do with this particular ad campaign right here. But many believe it did because of Hank Willis Thomas, who has various work with Nike that is very similar to this. Hank Willis Thomas is a conceptual artist who focuses on identity, race, media, and popular culture. Here's the photo in reference that many people believed had something to do with Hank Willis Thomas and what made them think that this ad campaign actually came from Nike when it really didn't. Here's another piece of his work that he's done with Nike, and here's another piece that he's done with Nike. So you can see how similar this work is and why many people would believe that this had something to do with Nike when it did not. If it's one thing that I learned from social media is that you always have to let stuff simmer. Because sometimes what you think something is, isn't what it actually is. And no, I'm not wearing a Nike hat because I'm talking about a Nike video. If you look at all my videos, I'm always wearing a Nike hat. No pun intended. But the person who's actually behind all of this is Studio Sophie. Whoever this is, some person on Instagram who has done a lot of different photos of many different brands, I guess with the hopes to work with these big brands. I think her chances with Nike is pretty much done at this point. But at the end of every photo and underneath her bio, she always says that, hey, I am no way, shape affiliated or anything to do with these brands. She is basically acting out on her own and doing this on her own account. Here's the thing. You can use anybody's logo. That does not mean you won't get sued. So I'm pretty sure something's coming away. Moral of the story, take your time before you blame major companies like this because sometimes they don't have any control over who decides to use.
Yeah, I call bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, bro. Nike, we talking about Nike?
Yeah.
Nike, no control? What? Nah.
Yeah, they got plenty of control of their brand and where it goes and who's putting certain things out. I mean, they'll easily do I mean, for instance, Omni and the Hellcat. You know, the boy that made all the money from the piracy and all of that, he made that bag and ended up getting locked up. He was huge on YouTube with all the cars and everything. He actually, before he got locked up, he got into the shoe game. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he was using Nike base, like the Jordan 1s, and he just changed it to like a lightning bolt, or I forgot what he did, but
yeah,
he did something where
he sued the fuck out of him.
Yeah, like they know if they're, you know what I'm saying?
Not playing.
Yeah, they're not playing. So I mean, if you know your image and likeness, somebody, $1 billion company like Nike that's been making money hand over fist for 40 years, they not about to just allow somebody on social media to just play with their brand and post stuff and put things out there. There's symbology there, you know, and yes, like, because certain things slip through the cracks. Yeah, but I don't think that's the case here. I feel like Nike knew exactly what was going on. And once again, it's a very symbolic picture, especially with the black athletes that have played and that are currently under the brand right now, and all of the ones that have been on the brand in the past, and just what these athletes go through to get to where they are making millions of dollars, and for them to wear these clothes and wear these shoes and all these different brands, they going through a whole lot more than I think the average person realizes. So for them to have the image of us out there like that, it just shows you that, hey man, we still public enemy number one out here to the world. And
not initially posted on Nike's website. So that says that should have been an indicator that, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't from Nike, but like you said, Nike has control, bro. They are its own entity. These corporations, these huge mega corporations like Nike, definitely have their ear to the streets, have their lawyers on speed dial. You're not playing with them unless they give you the go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Yep. What else we got?
I think we had a
NBA wise, I would say we had the Pistons clinch #1 seed for the first time since 2006, 2007.
yeah. So I mean, we basically got to go back to the Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups days, Rip Hamilton days, and I mean that's almost past their time almost. It's getting up to past their time there. So, but it shows you that they front office bringing in Kate Cunningham was huge, and he's done. You know, he's brought the Pistons back to the forefront.
Who you talking about? Kate Cunningham?
Yeah, Kate Cunningham. Yeah,
Cunningham, but that's what I was about to say. He hurt. So the boy who stepped up behind him, he been balling. I forget his name, buddy, with the dreads, man, with the locks. But yeah, they bench been balling.
Mm-hmm.
The coach has obviously been, you know what I'm saying, resurrecting some careers. Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson over there. Like, these guys are, throwaways.
Yeah, so I mean they found a home, so that's what's up, and we'll see what they end up doing here in the playoffs. I mean, to say that they're the favorite coming out the East, I mean, you still got Boston, you still got New York. It's always different in the 7-game series too. You got Cleveland. 7-game series can always go. They always can get a little different, because style of play is good for one game, and you can win all these games during the season, but you play the same team back to back to back, people can figure out your play styles. People start getting chemistries down and starting to figure out what the other team is doing. So it'll be interesting to see what they ended up doing, seeing how far they get in this year's playoffs. You had to jump off.